Having been in the drapery industry for 18 years, we now know what to keep in mind and what needs to be done to minimize errors. Today, I would like to share with you some of these things so you can implement them in your business. Now, let's talk about drapery. So here's a fabric. So you get into fabric selection now. So in picking fabrics, silk, nothing drapes like silk, the drapability of silk. It has so many good qualities. But make sure when you sell silk, you tell them that it puckers. You have to let them know that we can't steam it because the heat will compromise the fiber. And the droplets from the steamer can stain the fabric. So sometimes we'll touch it on the back with the lining. We always recommend interlining. Because if you put silk in a sunny window, what's going to happen? It's going to deteriorate. You're going to have dry rot. I've had fabrics just disintegrate in my hands. So you have to be careful putting silk in a sunny window. And I know there are silk shears out there. I would never put them in a sunny window, especially a west or south facing window. You know, if you have trees out there, sometimes it's a little better, but in the heavier fabrics, line and interline. Then you have linen, probably one of the strongest fibers out there, but linen is stiff. And what happens to linen? I'm sure you ladies have worn linen pantsuits or skirts. Before you walk out of your bedroom, it's wrinkled. So make sure when you sell a customer a linen fabric, and linen is beautiful, that could be beautiful, but let them know that it's going to show wrinkles, and that's the beauty of the fabric. That's what makes it special. That's what we love about it. Because no matter what we do to it, no matter how much we dress it, how much we steam it, it might come out for a few minutes, it's coming back because it's in the fiber. And then the other thing with fabrics is you have to look at the weights of the fabric. We have fibers like this. You see how this has like a piece of reed in it? It's beautiful, right? People love it. People love it. But you see what happens here in the fold? It doesn't come out. It doesn't come out. That won't come out. So this has to be used in an application that it won't be folded. So we've taken things like this and put a solid band around it and use it flat on a window. So there's ways that you can do it, but you have to know that when you have this kind of filament, it's not flattening out. So when somebody wants to clear a window, what's the rule of thumb? So if you have a 144-inch window, you divide by 3. So you have 48. So now if it's a panel, that means the stacking of the 144 is going to be in 48 inches. If it's a pair, divide by 2, and they have 24 inches on each side. That's the rule of thumb. So a 54-inch window, divide by 3, you have 18 inches. Panel, you have 18 inches on one side. If it's a pair, you have 9 inches on each side. That's an important rule of thumb. So now on a lightweight fabric, it's going to be maybe a little closer. On a very heavy, thick fabric, an upholstery weight or a heavier fabric, it's going to be more. And it also is dependent on your rod, because a rod has carriers, and the carriers are going to be able to stack just so close. So that's an important thing to know. And rings have thickness to them. So there's just so far that the rings are going to push. So that's part of stack back. So it's the fabric itself, divide by 3, and then panel or pair divide by 2, and then what are you putting it on? Those are very important.